Hey guys, so many people ask me, how do we create a scalable coaching product? The kind of product that you can still give a better service than one-to-one to your clients, maintain the price point, but also take back some of your time. Because that's the problem when you're trying to sell some sort of coaching program, is that everybody's trying to sell by the hour. People come to me and say, hey, my product's £1,000, that includes 6 one-to-one sessions. And then that's the product, right? There's nothing extra. What we've got to do is try and hit people in different learning points to be able to make them a massive success. Now, earlier in the training, I talk about a few of these ideas in terms of customer journey map, etc. But let me just kind of recap why we want to create an accelerator type product and why you can sell something that's hyper scalable, but also remarkably good at your time. Because as a recap, remember, people want to buy a result from you, right? So if you're coaching, consulting, whatever you're doing, they're trying to buy a result. They want to swap money in terms of you being able to sell them more time, more money, more freedom, whatever it is, more love, more credibility, whatever it is. They want to buy that from you. They've got a pain and they want to buy that, right? So where are they now? That's the pain. So we go, look, we understand that you're not making the money you want to make in your business, or we understand you're not quite the level of health that you like to be, or we understand you're here, here, and here. And then the journey between the two is the steps along the way. So I mentioned this before, that we've done this before, and these steps might be your 4-step, 5-step process to be able to hit them from where they are now to the result, right? So if people are buying this result from you, emphasize we are now, then all they're thinking then is, how long? So does the time sound right? Does the stages sound logical? And actually, therefore, how much does it cost for me to swap that money and that time in exchange for this result? So that's what you've got to picture, right? And so when we actually think about this, well, when people make an actual, people trying to make a change, they need to go on that journey with you. But they also need to think about things in a certain way. And those things might be, for example, let me just move this across, they need to get these core elements out, right? So these core elements you need to deliver when you're trying to sell products. So people are looking for leadership, they're looking for community, they're looking for routine, and they're looking for personalization, right? And there's a 5th element that binds it in. So leadership is that I go from not really knowing anybody that can help me solve this pain to I found you, Barry, you're a great guy, know exactly how you can solve me with this, right? I go from not really knowing anybody else that's dealing with this problem to I'm now full of a room full of people really knowing how I can solve this problem. I feel like I'm amongst my people. I go from routines to sporadically trying to solve this problem, thinking about this problem, to now making a habit of showing up and actually getting this problem solved. And personalization, I go from, I see a lot of generic stuff on YouTube and online, but how does it result to me, to now I'm actually getting personalized help and support, right? So we need this leadership, community, routine, and personalization to really solidify learning for people so they make that transition, that change from where they are now to the result that they want to buy, right? And so then what binds this all together? Well, it's accountability. Accountability to see you as the leader, accountability to be part of the community, accountability to show up, and accountability to ask questions and take actions, right? So these 5 things are vital that you have when you're trying to deliver a product. And this is why we can make something better than your kind of classic one-to-one coaching, because we're going to take people on this journey through these stages and we're going to give them these bits, right? And so that's what we've got to make sure we achieve. So we call it the 3 C's. And so the 3 C's that we do when we create an accelerator is the first bit's course, right? So we take those 5 steps in your process and you just put it into an online program. And the beauty of this online program is that people can then go and take it and consume it 24/7, right? I know it's not remarkable, there's plenty of online programs here, but this is the course size. So when you onboard someone, what we suggest is you do a one-to-one with them, right? You give them personalized onboarding strategy. You give them advice. You say, hey, do this, don't worry about that, that's not for you, do this, look out for this, you're going to love this. Oh, and by the way, you just need to box this in because there's something interesting going on here, right? So you've now given them a personalized experience that goes through this. You also give them leadership within that one-to-one. The online course is leadership, right? So you're hitting those markers. But we've also got some important pieces in terms of routine and community that we still haven't hit, right? So yes, you could do one-to-ones with people, and yes, you can do an online course, but we're still not hitting all the markers. And we want to make sure that we can sell to people evergreen, because there's nothing worse than trying to sell a cohort. So say you want 20 people in your cohort and you go and launch it, and you only get to 7 people. You're like, oh my God, right? Because now I've got to wait until I launch my next one. My next one, it's boom, bust, boom, bust. And actually, I try and go 20 here, so now I want to go 30 here to make up for it. And I only get like 11 here. And then before you know it, my growth is flat and I can't sell in these bits because I only have these launches that I'm working to. So we don't want that. We want something where we can sell every day of the week. We can onboard multiple people a week. So as we do the one-to-one, that's giving a personalized advice. They can go through this course and work through, and then we go to the second C, which is then clinic. And so these are your drop-in clinics that you can run. And to start off with, we always say just do a Tuesday and Thursday, which means that they can come to these events, drop into these clinics. Now, the beauty of these clinics is they can be for people who are just ahead of you or just behind you. It doesn't matter. It's a community-based drop-in clinic where we got the community side. I can ask questions, so that gives me personalized advice. At the start of each of these drop-in clinics, you just give 10 minutes of content, so that's leadership. And when you answer the questions, you're also giving leadership in these. And because there's 2, that puts routine into your accelerator, so people can have a routine of turning up on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? So you can see how it works. But then when people drop in, you say to them, hey, by the way, what I want you to do is do this, this, and this, and then come see me on Thursday and let me know how you got on. Great, now you put accountability into this. So we're hitting all those 5 markers by adding this clinic in. And then the third C and final C is community, because we're going to put all of this into an online community. You're obviously going to have your course, which you can have as a section in your online community. So we're going to put that in so it's accessible 24/7 and easy in the same place. Something like School is really great for that's what I use. This whole system is what I use. And then the second thing you want to do is add in a diary so people can see what they're doing, so they can actually see when these are. And then you want to put the replays of these into this community as well, so people are seeing the replays. Now the beauty of this is by seeing the diary and having the replays and coming back and watching this, it puts a routine of people logging into this. By being a community, people can obviously network with each other, so that gives community. Plus people can ask questions, that's personalization. You can answer them in public, so that gives leadership. So again, you hit all of those markers except for accountability. And with accountability, you do something like 3 things Monday, where you ask people, hey, what's the 3 things you're gonna get done this week? And they list them out. And then when they finish those things, you do Friday Finishers Club, where you celebrate getting your 3 things done and people celebrate together. So group accountability. It's beautiful, it's well optimized. And if you can build this out, I recommend using School, because again, this whole thing can play out in School. The course, the clinics, the community can all be in that one place. It gives your clients one login. And this is how I built my business to where it is today. And certainly by you seeing it in action, you also can build your business. So we're going to take you through a few other things, probably in and around this video. We'll link you up to it, but hope that gives you a nice introduction to the flagship accelerator. Big love.